Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in and welcome to this pick a card reading. I know it's been quite some time since I did one of these on my channel, but I felt really guided to do one for the month of June. So yes, how does it work? If you've never had a pick a card reading before, the idea is to trust your own inner guidance, to tune into your intuition and to pick your deck that you feel guided towards the most. You could also end up with two. Sometimes that happens. That's totally fine. There are no rules with that. Maybe you already have your eyes set on one, and if not, pause the reading, take your time, tune in which one you feel drawn towards the most. This is the first deck, second, third, and fourth, and you can find the timestamps in the description box and also in the comment section. I think I'll put them there as well. All right, take your time, no rushing, and I'll get started with the first deck. Alright, so if you have chosen the first file, then this is your reading. I picked different cards. I do not know what's on here because I did it blindly. So let's just figure out together what the message is for you guys. Okay, so you have overall four different cards, okay? I'm going to start with reading the first one, so that's going to set the tone for this reading. Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then it's an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? Okay, so then you have card number 2. Your current path isn't leading you towards the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. Okay, so overall, what I instantly feel is that they're guiding you towards a more peaceful place. All right, maybe I feel a little bit out of balance. Maybe you feel a little bit lack of connection to the things you're doing, the way you provide your income, or just overall the people that you hang out with, that you surround yourself with. Overall, they're just asking you to really get close to the center, because as well with this card, they say, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness, meaning that it's important for you to keep things clean, your energy, your space, your emotions and things like that, to really be connected to the most positive energy, basically. And if you have somebody or something in your surrounding that's always a trigger to you, or always you feel like disconnected or feel unwanted or emotional or imbalanced or like not fulfilled from, then you always sort of go against what your soul needs for you to feel fulfilled, right? So what I feel with this very strongly is that it's okay to honor those type of cycles, to not only search for something that brings you that sense of satisfaction, but also that sense of inner peace, that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to honor the cycles of life, of cycles of the seasons. Basically, you have like seasons where everything is blooming and everything is flourishing, but then you also have the season of release, like for example fall season. It's about letting go, releasing that energy, making space for the new, and not being afraid to have that open energy, that just have something that is taken away, or you remove something. It doesn't have to be filled up instantly with something else. And I feel like some of you be really distracting yourself, distracting your mind from the thoughts, from the hecticness. Maybe you be sort of searching for it, be really engaged in politics, or overall the news and things like that. It's just constantly on, and it's okay to be aware and conscious and be part of something, and take place in something. But it's also important for you to have that energy of yourself, to connect to self, to be conscious, to recharge your energy and rest. You see, there's a better balance to be found, because the way that you going about things right now, you're going to burn out real fast, and then you're going to have a way longer period of that sense of silence, you see, or that sense of that break. So what they say with this is that it's important for you to tune in, because there's someone around you and you kind of already know, like their intentions aren't the purest, and you feel the triggers, you can feel that that the energy is a little off, yet you're not really trusting your own intuition with it. Well, you're trusting it, but you're not acting upon it. So it's important for you to see, okay, who is in your energy, or what are you connecting to on a daily basis? And in the month of June, it's all about releasing anything that's triggering you in a certain way, where you are disconnected from your soul's guidance, disconnected from the center, or is always sort of bringing out the anxiousness, the anxiety, and things like that. It's really important for you to honor your body and honor your energy levels. If you already very heightened, it's more likely you're gonna feel way more drained if you engage in certain things that will ask more of that anxious energy from you, right? That's triggering it more. It's important to nurture yourself, nurture your body, nurture your mind, and have space for all of that. So I think tuning in to your own spiritual guidance, and tuning in and coming closer to your own center this month will definitely show you exactly, with the eclipses, who's supposed to be here, who's not, no longer, or is, maybe really healthy to bring back into your life, who went through a certain cycle, and things like that. If you just become very conscious and understand, you cannot always be on, and don't be too hard to yourself about those things. If you allow that energy to come in, it's going to be very beneficial for you, because you're going to make some real serious changes and some transformations that are very possible at this moment in time. You see, with the eclipse energy, is bringing life to new things, to a new way, disconnected from old habits or old people or old energetic connections and things like that. It's very powerful, you see. So this is a time where things are revealed, truth is coming out, but it's also very important that to know that that's actually so powerful and very helpful for you along the way. So that's what I'm picking up right now. One sec, I'm tuning in, see if I got anything else. Yeah, it's like they're really showing you that, and if you're emotional responding to something and you don't really can put your finger on it, know that it's your intuitive guidance, like, we're not okay with this. This is too harsh, or this is too edgy of an energy. This is not nurturing. This is not providing any level of inspiration or motivation. It's only kind of sort of draining a part of yourself, and it's important to have that as a reason to cut something off, and not say like, oh well, I feel tired but I have all these responsibilities. No, it's important to have that as a reason, to have that as a valid reason to say no. Up until here, no further, because I have been drained for a long time, or I have not been feeling myself, or I have not feeling joy because of something I put above that, above my energy, above my level of peace and inner peace, basically. And I feel like if you put that other, like, by honoring that and seeing that as a valid reason to say no, up until here and no further, that's very powerful, right? So overall, if it's better for you to say, okay, I'm not going to fight for this one anymore, you can have it, because I'm going to have my inner peace, and that's worth way more than actually engaging into this energy, you win. All right? You win. All right? That's a very strong message. So you have this beautiful affirmation: I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So you can feel that level of inner peace. And in the month of June, this owl will be your spirit guide. All right? If you see it, at places. Don't have to see a real live owl because, you know, they're not that rare. You know, they're quite rare to see, but you can sometimes, a picture can pop up, or a photo or a drawing or anything, and just see that that is your guidance and your spirit animal coming through for this month. So, all right. Thank you for tuning in. If this was the deck and, you know, this was the reading. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys have a lovely month of June. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, you can find the information in the description box. And for now, just have a lovely month of June. Bye. If you picked card number 2, then this is your reading. Let's see. I have no idea what's under here. So let's see what's coming out for you guys. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. All right, so if you have a mother or a mother figure that has recently or a little bit longer time passed away, then she's reaching out to you through this reading. So that's really beautiful. Yes, she's coming to you very quite strongly, actually. You also have the Mother's Love card. If this is not the case, then it's talking about the bond with the mother, with the womb, with Mother Earth, basically, with your femininity, with your creative energy flow and things like that. So that's something that instantly came in. I'm going to read this card so we can get to the rest. A mother's love is reaching out to you. At this time, and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So that's the thing, it's coming true because you both have throughout life, you know, connected in such a deep way, you know, that love is you know, basically unconditional. And so either if you're both on earth or not, it's a connection, it's an energetic bond. And through that love you feel for her, you guys are still connected, you know. So she's coming through to just let you know that she's here, and that regardless if she's still here physically or not, and this could also be a grandmother, doesn't matter, she is still around, she's still guiding you, she's still here, and you can actually feel her if you tune into that energy. So yeah, that's what I just want to let you guys know. Then we have this beautiful card, Bright Future. All right. It says, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So I really do feel that if you pick this deck, if you pick number 2, I feel like there's this new energy arising around you. There's this new time of, you know, transformation and a transition period that's around you. So when I lean on certainty and fate, I change my mind about the world I see. Right, so that's the thing with the worrying. It's like, is everything going to work out? Did I think about all details? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Like, I don't want things to go wrong. I don't want it to fail. That's the thing. That's something that you kind of have to sort of lean into and breathe through and know and trust that divine timing will, you know, things will come in divine timing. And it's if you have that faith of like, no matter what, it will be all right. No matter what, it will work out. I will find a way in divine timing. It will come in when it's the right time. Things like that. If you lean into that faith, and I really want you to start trusting yourself a little bit more. You know, you have a lot of energetic support around you, actually more than you think. And you also have this beautiful Ace of Summer, which is the spirit animal of the dove. So beautiful. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. All right? So you might actually start to communicate with people that have crossed over. Or you just feel more energetically connected to love, to the frequency of love, and your heart chakra is opening. So they want you to have that sense of connection with self first. You know, that love, that like, I am here to learn. I'm here to evolve on the soul's level. And regardless if I make mistakes, those mistakes are teaching me something. And if you don't put yourself down because you make a wrong decision, or you made, you choose something that maybe, if you could take a little bit more time, you would have chosen something different. You had to make that decision. You had to go through that life experience in order to get to that point. And if you are more kinder and open to yourself and open to just create and not be so hard on yourself that you paralyze yourself about even trying, because if it doesn't work out, you'd be so hard on yourself again. That's the thing. With some of you, it's really connected to love and opening up to love and seeing that as a real challenge. And for others of you, it's really about trusting in your future, trusting in opening up to new things, to trying things in a different way, to this eclipse energy that is so heightened in the month of June. It's all about letting go of old patterns, of old habits, of old ways of thinking, old ways of doing, and starting to integrate a new level of trust, a new level of confidence, of faith, and all of that. And if you just come from the energy in 3D world, nothing has really changed, but everything is changing within you. The way you see things is changing. The way you see things becoming way more approachable to actually try new things, because it's Gemini season. And it's, the North Node will be in Gemini for the next, I think 17 and a half months we still have left. So it's quite some time. So it's open to learn new things, visiting new places, trying a different approach, being open to learn and to evolve on that level, basically. So yeah, it's really positive. It's the Ace of Summer. So summer will definitely bring you that new level of energy, that sense of newness, and I'm hearing like evolution, right? So bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Such a beautiful card as well. That energy is coming through to tell you that you have a bright future ahead. So when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Right? It's not the world that has changed and now we can look at it different. It's the way you look at the world. That is the view of the world that changes because of the way you look at it. It starts within. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. To have faith that things are happening for you, and to, clear some space for you for this new pathway instead of everything just happening to you. And that's very powerful to change that. And to have faith in a brighter future is also very important. Don't lose that. All right? That was your message for this month. I hope that it brought you something. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, you could find the information in the description box. And if this was the only deck that you chose, then thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you back on the next one. All right? Have a beautiful month of June. Number 3, and this is your reading. I'm also curious what's under here because I did not check the cards before I started. So let's see what came through for you guys. Beautiful. All right, so first off, you get a little hello from heaven. Okay, so if you have somebody you knew that passed along, know that they are here and they came in through this reading for you. I'm going to read the card. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking about them and they are sending signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove that they are with you at this time. Okay, so maybe you're going through a period of time of transition and they just want to let you know, like, listen, we're sending you signs and symbols and things like that. For some of you, it's like certain songs that come on the radio and things like that, and it connects you to that person. They're showing you that they're here and they're connecting to you and they want to help you get through this period of your life, basically. So you can really tune into that support. Maybe you've been constantly seeing certain numbers coming back. It's like all of that is like showing them that someone is out there supporting you and helping you and sending you strength, basically. All right, so you have the peacock as well. Such a beautiful card. You see how beautiful those feathers are. I'm going to read this card to you. Release. It's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. All right, so that's kind of sort of what I picked up on instantly with this deck, is that some of you really go into a transition period. And sometimes, for example, when fall season comes along and the leaves are falling down and we have like these, sort of empty trees, naked trees, no leaves on the trees, and you can just see right through the leaves into the sky, through the branches and things like that. But the thing is about the tree releases its leaf knowing, trusting that the leaves will return in springtime. It knows it lets go because it knows and it trusts in nature for it to regrow, you see. And that cycle is something that nature just does every year. It's not like all of a sudden a tree just keeps all its leaf because it's not trusting that's going to come in return. You see, and I'd rather just hold on to what they got instead of releasing and trusting that something else will regrow. And I feel that energy is really strong connected to this deck. I had that a little bit with the first deck as well. Maybe you also watched that one. Then the tree connects to that, but with you guys, I really think that it's a time of great spiritual and personal growth, and you have to really understand that this period of time is not the most easiest transition, because these eclipses in the month of June are quite heavy actually, and for some of us it's more than others. It depends on which house it falls for you, but overall, it's all about releasing and trusting that something new wants to enter and has to enter, and sometimes we have to first let go before we know what's gonna show up, But they're saying as well with this affirmation for you, with this, moon and lunar cycle, basically. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort, so it might not always feel as comfortable to let go, to release, to move on. You see, sometimes it comes with some shame, and we feel like we failed, or we feel like we had to try harder, could we done things differently, and we become really hard on ourselves. And because of all of that energy we send towards ourselves and not opening to allowing ourselves to go through this transition period, we become really hard and tough on ourselves. But if you're releasing yourself from a work cooperation or something like that, or maybe a family setting or something like that, they're asking you to find that sense of foundation and strength within your own independence. All right, if you feel guided to or things are removing themselves from your life, which sort of puts you on your own 2 feet, know that that's the guidance. Like they say, like your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success in the future. All right. So anything that comes down to you, having to choose yourself or walk away or be by yourself or stand on your own 2 feet, know that that is really divinely guided, and it's actually showing you how much strength and how much capability you actually have by yourself as an individual. And I think it's very beautiful, you see. And then you can spread your feathers like the peacock, and release. It's just releasing is not always comfortable, because this energy is like the death card, it's like it's a beautiful transformation, but it's not always as comfortable as we would like, you see. Sometimes it's taking a leap of faith, not knowing if there's water down there where we can fall in, but yeah, we're being asked to trust and to follow that guidance, basically. I think it's a very powerful reading. If you got this card, great transformation is coming towards you. I feel like you're getting more energized, getting more energy, motivation, and also creative energy flow is coming towards you. So you start to feel more and more ready in the month of June. So let that new moon in Cancer help you to really set those new things in. So the first 2 weeks of June might be a little tense and confusing, But you see, along this month, you start to really realize, hey, there's actually a good thing. I can like now move again, you know? It's about being very attached to a certain backpack, and you're walking up this mountain, and then you forget your backpack or it rolls down, and you're like, but I didn't, you know, there's stuff in there and I don't know. And then you start walking again because you have to move forward, and you're like, whoa, actually my back and my shoulders don't hurt as much anymore. And I think that I can make it work with things in nature. So maybe I should just keep on moving. And there are positive sides of actually releasing that backpack, you know, things like that. It's just the way you start to look at a reality that didn't really change. It's not really changing, but the way you look at it makes things change and different and powerful. And it actually brings in more of that energy. So things that are in connection with that energy, like new love, new work, new motivation, and all of that. All right. So if this is the only deck that you're listening to, or if this is the last one, I don't know. Then thank you so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful month of June. If you feel guided to get a personal reading, feel free. I'll put that information in the description box for you guys. And if not, then I'll just see you on the next one. Thank you. Mwah. Have a beautiful month of June. All right, so if you pick number 4, then this is your reading. Curious, because I don't know what's on here as well. All right. Beautiful. Very powerful energy, I think, overall, because of this eclipse season in the month of June. You know, all these eclipses and retrogrades. All readings are kind of sort of connected in a way. It's about transformation. You see, you all as well have this beautiful transformation card, and this is really like that butterfly effect of like becoming a butterfly and seeing your own beauty and seeing your own power, and really are stepping into your own personal power, but also that self-confidence. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. All right, so this is a moment where the wheel is turning. This is a month where things are really shifting and changing, and maybe it's first starting to change within self, and then, you know, it plays out and it comes through in your life. But overall, what I feel with this is that it's really a month where surprise factors are like, you know, on the menu. Like it's like an expect, because as well here it says a reindeer. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You now can move forward and make great progress. So that's the thing. That's literally like that theme of June for you guys. It's like expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. Then it's also, you know, came with this affirmation card. Happiness is my birthright. And that's the thing. It's like you trust, you believe, you feel worthy of this new change, of this energy that's coming towards you, and feeling that light as well. It's like to really see how beautiful you actually are, how giving you are, and that you do deserve to have something to come back to you, you know, and to start to open up and be on the receiving end of things is so powerful to experience after you've really been putting in the work. I really feel that if you pick this deck, you have been putting in that work. You know, 2020 has been a year already for you to really tune in and to sit with yourself and to see like, okay, what type of people have I been, you know, giving all my energy to? Maybe you've been self-quarantine as well, and because of that, like the social pressure was a lot less. You actually notice that you have you've been putting in so much time and energy and effort into everybody around you, and didn't really have that much space for self. And because of that, you sort of also had like a blockage around that receiving energy. You see, and I really do feel like a sudden change, a sudden movement, a sudden phone call, a sudden email is just changing things around for you. And it might start off small, but it can really grow into something big. And I get that very strongly, because it's like that butterfly effect, you know, that going through this transformation, and then you can spread your wings. So it's really positive. It really is. And then I also have that light card, which is like sort of a confirmation, but also a tip, basically. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light. Because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. All right? So if good things enter your life this month, or maybe, it's the start of this month, maybe July and August, it continues. Know and feel that sense of openness to it. Like you are worthy. You do deserve this. And if you are open and receive things with gratitude instead of, a little bit hesitant, like, I don't know, I'm not good with receiving things and like that. That's the energy where you block that for yourself. It's like you feel a sense of guilt or something like that when somebody's doing something for you. So if you are connecting to that energy of like knowing that how vibrant and lovely you truly are, and how much you are deserving of these changes and these positive things coming into your life, you start to really live by this. Happiness is my birthright. You start to live by this affirmation. And this is a very powerful affirmation. It's not arrogant. It's not, it's just beautiful. Happiness is my birthright. Because it is. You get born here to connect to your purpose, and that's where you get that sense of satisfaction from. And that sense of fulfillment, and a sense of happiness, and that sense of contentment. And that's happiness when you feel full. Doesn't always have to be full and richness into money and earthly things and materialistic things. Sometimes it's just that morning sun and knowing that you are where you are meant to be, and feeling that connection to your own journey, and feeling that sense of fulfillment, and know that you still have a road to go, but you know exactly that right now you are where you're meant to be. In that very present moment, that's a sense of satisfaction and peace within, and that equals, happiness, because you don't feel like you're missing out, or you're failing, or you're not enough, or things like that. That doesn't mean you cannot still be motivated to evolve more, but if you cannot have that present moment of feeling I'm right where I need to be on my journey right now, then you won't feel satisfied with anything you reach in the future, because there's always something more. Because as long as you're breathing, you have things to learn and evolve towards. So, yeah. The tree of life is what I'm keep hearing. Maybe it's a special connection for you. Beautiful. All right. Butterflies, reindeers, things like that. If that comes into you this month, know that that is a little hello from above. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, then you're more than welcome. I'll leave the information in the description box. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. And have a beautiful month of June. All right? Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.